What's up, everybody? This is Box Office Banter, and today is Monday Mayhem. It is just me alone in the studio today. Everyone decided to quit the podcast, so I'm going to be running the show from here on out. Let's get into it. Stock investments. Where is your money going, and who knows? Who? I don't. I didn't know you were going to take this long to come into this.
Oh no!
Oh, great. Look who's here.
I decided to show up.
Thanks for joining my show.
Oh, no problem, sir. Welcome to another episode of Monday Mayhem. You were supposed to do that, dude.
I can't do it. That's your thing.
I know, but I want to at least hear you attempt
I
it
start
so
off
bad.
nice and subtle. Just get everyone
Nice
tucked
and
in.
soft. Let me get my contemporary Sprite.
Is that really Sprite?
Yeah, there's a lot of water in here too now because the ice melted. You know, glaciers and whatnot.
Yeah. Global warming, folks. Today we're going to talk about global warming.
Is that what we want to talk about?
I mean, I've been getting comments saying talk about global warming.
Have you?
Yep.
That's your go-to, huh? All right, man. So, Mayhem. We're back at it again with the Mayhem. We came out talking about stocks.
Yeah.
That's always a big thing.
Yeah.
I guess we can because, I don't know, we're planning on maybe switching this up and doing another thing that's a little different. Don't know if we'll reveal that ditty here or not, or maybe we should. But we're talking about maybe switching up our format a little bit. So the reason I'm telling you this is because we're going to talk something that has to do with movies here. But it might be for like the last time on Monday Mayhem because we want Monday Mayhem to be its own fucking thing. And that is that we just had Adam Marcus on the podcast. And that'll be coming out on Friday. I think the interview went really well.
Yeah, he's dope. He's so cool.
Yeah, awesome dude. Awesome. Everything I pictured him to be on there. Only problem is the volume on the mics with us. It's like too low or too high.
Can never get it right.
I think there's because the volume hasn't changed. Our volume, I'm sure right now we've got it to an appropriate level. It sounds fine, but for some reason from here to there it goes down lower. I don't know what it is, but you can hear us, and at least we're not all that shit distorted is what I said. You couldn't tell. And the reason I bring up the other thing that we might have a plan for is because this is something we would talk about in our new format, which is looking like it's going to be only one movie review a week. I'm sorry for you movie review fans, but do a thing where we have Monday Mayhem, and then Wednesday is a day we can have like a Monday Mayhem, but it's movie-wise, where we can talk about like debuts like this. We could talk about what we talked about in last Monday Mayhem. We're like, we just got all the Avengers movies in.
Yeah, like movie news and stuff
and,
like that.
And of course,
more centered around movies.
Yeah, movie news, where it's just open, free form, rather than just a strict review. And then as the main event of the week on Fridays, you get the big movie review, which makes it all the more special if there's one. But this show needs to be centered around dicks. It needs... I had to, Tyler. It needs to be centered around ridiculous shit, okay? It doesn't need to be centered around that. Okay, we'll keep movies to that, and then we'll have news. There's so much news coming out, it just makes more sense. Anyways, look out for that. Does not have to be centered around dicks. That is a lie, although for some reason I tend to talk about them a lot, and Tyler doesn't like it. For instance, we're talking about Monday Mayhem here. I had something happen earlier this week.
No way.
Yes, way. Total way.
Let's hear it.
Oh, I mean, I wasn't going to explain what it was. I was just saying something happened earlier this week. No, I went to this shop, right, because I'm a delivery driver. I deliver tires and what have you. And I went to this shop, and this dude's got a big-ass St. Bernard that looks like he's, like, foaming out of his mouth. He doesn't like me at all. And he is also named Cujo.
No way.
I've never been to this shop before. I walk up in here, and I don't see anybody, so I go a little deeper into it, and I know where this dog's like, like all up on me, dude. And I'm like freaking the fuck out because I'm like, I don't even know who to call for help if I wanted to.
So I've seen how this ends.
Yeah, and dude just rolls up out of the shop, and he wasn't even playing games like, you know, like, oh no, he's fine. He acts like he
He's
barks.
like, run!
Yeah, he legit came out and was like, oh no, like Cujo, how'd you get out? I'm like, his name's fucking Cujo. He's like, just back up slow, okay? And I'm like, he's not even like, this isn't good. And then I hear him. His next words are like, how'd you get out? And I'm just like, oh,
you don't want to hear those words
Yeah,
when you have a
so-
Saint Bernard
and that's
foaming
what's
at the
fucked.
mouth.
Is like you've seen people with dogs, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's happened.
People
Yeah, but
have dogs.
you've seen people with dogs, right? Where it's like, even if they're like complete shits, it's like those parents that look at their kids that are complete assholes, and they still like find a way. Just like, oh, little Timmy, he's an angel. It's like, no, little Timmy's
No.
a fucking dickhead, dude. He's gonna be a serial killer when he grows up. People do that with dogs too. Like
Yeah.
you, when you come in, it's like, oh, he don't bite, and you're like, bitch, he bit me last week. What do you mean he don't bite?
Everyone that comes to my house, Ronnie picked me up last week. He's like,
Yeah.
he saw my first dog, and I let the other two in. He's like, are they nice? I'm like, they're to me, yeah, they're nice.
to you.
To me, yeah, but no,
Yeah, I mean, at least you're honest, you know?
no, they're nice. They're
yeah,
sweet.
your
They're
dogs.
sweet pups.
Yeah, your dogs are cool as shit. But there's that thing. So, like, the fact that he wasn't even doing that, like, oh, they're good even though they're bad. He went straight to, like, dude, you probably back
Yeah.
up slow.
Don't move.
Yeah, Cujo, how'd you get out? And I'm just like, and I'm like, how did I get in this situation? Maybe I need to rethink my occupation. And like from that moment on, dude, like I've been like afraid. And by that moment on, I mean the rest of the week, because literally on Wednesday, I went to this other place and this dude had a pit bull. And the first time I saw him, like he kind of he scared the shit out of me like 2 weeks prior. I don't know what's going on with me and running into dogs at work. But we always like, he has this little back room, and I go back there to get money with him. And normally, I just walk in, he counts up his money, gives me the money, you know, for the drugs.
Yeah.
I'm just playing. Tires. That'd be some funny shit. You find out I'm like Pablo Escobar or some shit. But I'm sitting there, and I didn't even notice the dog at first. I don't know where the dog's just like, and I'm kind of like, what the, oh, shit. I kind of like, and I like dogs, but he's just like, oh, he's a little puppy. You ain't got to worry about him. And, you know, I didn't think twice about it. But after I had this Cujo situation, I went back to that same shop I'm just now talking about, the one with the pit bull, on Wednesday, and I was, like, scared stiff after that. I was like, I feel like I needed to go in deeper to the shop, but I was like, now I'm, like, terrified of that. Like, now in my mind, I'm like, what if that dog's loose?
You should start like bringing treats and snacks just in case you run into it.
I think you're going to say, like, guns. I'm like, I don't
No.
know. He even has, like, a guns welcome sign. Like, dude, I thought you said it was cool. Like, yeah, not to shoot my fucking dog with, bro. Which I know that would be your...
You probably get fired and arrested.
Hey, dude, I love dogs, too. It hurts my soul. Like, when I've seen a couple die, and it's so sad.
Dude, it's the worst.
It is horrible. But if a pit bull or something runs up on me and I got a gun, I'm probably shooting it. I'm just being real.
I don't know.
You gonna be the dude.
I don't know. I feel like I can take a dog down barehanded.
A pit bull?
Maybe. I've never been. I'm confident.
Have you
my
seen dog
fighting
attack
skills.
videos? Yeah, that's
No,
true.
I don't like watching that stuff.
Not like dogs on dog.
No.
You don't want to watch it in general.
I don't even. No,
But-
I've never typed in dog attacking people.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't either, but you know how you end up
Come across
Yeah, you come
something.
over and you're watching it, and you're like, I hate this, but I can't look away. But when
Yeah.
you see them, dude, and they're like rabid, like
Yeah.
that shit happens, dude. There's dogs in packs that just fuck people up sometimes.
I just feel like you just grab it by the neck and pin it down and tell it to.
They start bucking, they're all wild and shit over here.
Yeah, but when your adrenaline's running, you can pretty much hold it. I feel like I can. I don't know.
Yeah, but like Scoob. You know, that motherfucker is over there like, you know, Scooby-Doo over there, his adrenaline's running too, though. That's the problem. He's over there trying to eat you. And, you know, you're over here trying to get him with fists and smacking him. He's got these teeth. That he's
you can't punch a dog. Because I feel like the teeth of the dog would hurt your hand really bad.
You just punch it and just...
Yeah, you're like...
It's like Ace Ventura, the second one. Oh, well, God, we're talking about movies. He gets the fucking whole forearm in the girl's mouth when he gets that baby out. Dude, or he pulls the apple out. Dude, that would be some shit. Like, one punch, he just grabs your fist. Like, oh. Which that happens in the movie, too. Damn, there's a lot of shit like that. Because that's what old dude does. But, yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't even know what the best. How to end up on this conversation with Tyler of all
I
people.
don't
What
know.
would be the
Yeah.
best way to attack a dog, Tyler?
You don't. You just
You just
act
let him
like
kill
you're-
you.
I don't know. Do you let it smell you? Act like you're its friend, or you act like
Yeah.
you're cool with the owner.
What about like we're talking like we know the dog has rabies? There's
Oh.
nothing you can do. What do you do then? Are you really just like I'm gonna choke it and hold it down?
It depends on like if it's like a dash hound.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do you think
Depends on the dog.
if
type of
it's a
dog it is.
big ass dog and it has rabies? Let's just say a big fucking stout pit bull. One of those pit bulls that look like it's been in the gym
Yeah,
a little
you
bit.
run
Oh, that
and
ain't
try
gonna
or
work.
jump up somewhere high. I don't know.
Would you? Do
I
you
don't
think
know.
you could do it if you
What?
had to? Like,
Kill a dog with
yeah.
my bare hands?
No, I mean that too. But I'm saying if you had like a gun or something, do you think if it was running towards you and you knew it had rabies and it already killed people, do you think you would shoot it?
No.
Oh man.
I don't know. That's hard to put
It's
me.
hard to
it's,
say.
it's hard to get in that situation.
But that's what's
and you're-
fun about it. Is
in your
on
mind
the
to think.
spot, you're thinking, you're like, yeah, maybe, I don't know.
And just carrying a gun around just in case a dog has rabies and charges you.
I do for that exact reason.
Yeah.
Just have a shotgun.
I don't know. I feel like I would try to get away, but if I knew I couldn't get away and the dog got a couple bites in, that's when I'm like, you know what? Screw this dog.
Yeah, fuck this dog, man. You hurt me, bro. You know I've been putting on for.
But
you
I'd give the dog a
motherfuckers.
bunch of chances to change his mind and get his attitude right.
You might be dead by then, though, bro. Going for that throat.
Yeah. Why we have to bring this up with me here? Why you could have brought it up with Rodney and Josh or something?
Oh, dude,
You know,
there's
I
all
mean,
kinds.
if I don't ever have to kill a dog, I'm never going to.
Me
But
neither.
if it's just like,
But you never know, bro.
yeah, if I was in that scenario, I'd give it as many chances to like fix itself, or I would try to get away as best I could before I. Yeah, I mean, if it's between me and a dog dying, it's it's gonna be the dog, but that's very hard for me to say.
Yeah, at first this wasn't going to be like that, but I was like, you know what? I'm actually curious to see where Tyler goes on this.
Dude, have you ever been so mad that like you try to yell something at somebody and it comes out all wrong?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
100%.
Cause I've never been in a fight in my life.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a fighting person,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean we've boxed your friends in high school and stuff just for fun, which it's not fun at all.
it
but-
hurts too.
In 8th grade, this new kid came to our school, and he thought I had a crush on the girl that he had a crush on, but I didn't. She rode my bus, and he thought that I was like
Is that what you're
talking to
calling
her.
it?
Yeah, my dick's called the bus, and in middle school they called my dick the bus. Well, anyway, we rode the same bus because we lived in the same neighborhood, and he thought like that. And I've known her since 4th grade, so he thought that since I was like her friend, that I was like hitting on her or trying to steal his girl that he liked from her or whatever.
That's always fun.
And this was when I had I had a broken ankle, so I was walking in a boot. And
You're always fucked up, man.
I know, dude.
Jesus.
And
what is it this week, Tyler?
he had a broken arm at the
Yeah.
time, and he wanted to fight me. So it would be
picturing
me
this.
in a boot versus him in a arm cast, and we were like, he was like, "I'm gonna fight you tonight at the high school football game." I was like, "Why?" I was like, "No, we're not. We're not gonna fight."
Fight
So-
me here, bitch.
So we go to the high school football game, and he has his like little crew, because I mean he's new to the school, and I had just like 3 of my friends, and then he started talking smack to me. And I was just like, dude, we're not gonna fight. And then he yelled at me, and this is like one of the meanest insults I've ever been called. He yelled at me. He goes, "You stupid butt ass." He called me a butt ass because he was so angry. I don't know if he was going to call me a butt head or a dumb ass, but he
Yeah.
called me a butt ass.
You got it mixed around.
And I'll never forget, because that just like tensions were high. As soon as he calls me a butt ass, everything's like, all right, we're cool. Like, we're not gonna fight now.
Can't
like,
fight after that. There's no coming back.
Yeah, like I win the fight and I didn't even do anything.
See,
But I got called I got called a butt ass. So that it took me a few weeks to recover from that.
Yeah, right.
I had to go to therapy.
Your injury or
No, the butt ass
okay.
comment. It's just it really hit home because no one's ever called me a butt ass before.
Did he say it confidently? Was it like,
yeah,
you stupid butt ass?
He said it loud and real loud so
Okay.
everyone could hear it because he was like, I'm going to fight you in front of everyone. And he was like yelling stuff at me and it was like, you stupid butt ass. Like he was confident, but like he was so angry his words got mixed up.
Yeah.
So he just called me a butt ass.
I didn't know if
like,
he did that or if he did the you stupid butt ass or he was like realized the errors of his ways as he was saying like you stupid butt ass.
He
you
knew
butt
it.
ass naked. You might as well be butt ass naked because you out here running around like you ain't got no clothes and I don't know how to fix this because this also still don't make sense.
No, he knew as soon as he said it, he was like, never mind. Let's go home.
Tough crowd.
Yeah. So that's the closest I think I've ever been to a fight.
And
I won because he called me a butt ass.
That's one of those if everybody's like, yeah, oh my God, we're going to kill. And y'all are like, they're going to fight. They're going to fight. This is going to be wild. Everybody's screaming at once. You got a million different people coming. If you drop butt ass, it's like,
yeah.
And everybody's quiet.
If you can get your opponent to call you a butt ass, you automatically win the fight. You can't, I mean.
No coming back.
I'm undefeated. I'm 1-0.
Fatality. Yeah, basically. So speaking on your injuries, man,
oh no,
are we ever going to be able to play this basketball game? We might have to retire. I don't know if you can play basketball anymore, or if it's a good idea.
You know, I can. Hopefully, I get healed up to 100%, and then I'll stay that way, and then we can do it eventually after that. But in the near future, no.
Yeah, but that's what's like scary about it is it's like I can't really fuck this up again type of deal.
No,
you know
they say if I mess my back up again, I will need fusion surgery and rods put in my back. And I'm 30 years old, two back surgery.
Full forward fusion, huh?
I know.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I mean, I was just
gotta
thinking
be real
about that.
careful. I mean, yeah, I still want to play the game.
We fucking talked about doing this basketball thing, and then y'all just got so fragile out of nowhere. Like Josh tore an ACL almost doing the limbo, and then your back went out, and it just got progressively worse. It's like as soon as we didn't even have to participate on the court doing anything athletic, just the words and the sounds of like, oh, that's in the future, near future happened, and we all just fell apart. Well, you two fell apart.
No, I mean, I used to be super competitive in sports and stuff, but then after I had my first back surgery, I'm like, all right, I need to tone it back, and so I just haven't been that competitive. I'm just like, you can win, I don't really care, but I really wanted to do this basketball game because I was gonna try. Actually give it 100%.
Yeah, we talked about that in general.
But then, I had my second back surgery, and so I mean, one day it'll be a little while, probably months, if not another year. But then hopefully I'm better, and I can actually like play and give it 100%. But who knows?
Well, never give up, dude. I was just listening to the retirement ceremony. I'm a big Carolina Panthers fan, right? Of Thomas Davis and Greg Olsen. And Thomas Davis, at the time, I think maybe it's been done one other time, maybe not done at all. He tore his ACL on the same knee 3 times.
Yeah, so that happens a lot.
And he came back after that. I'm here just like, so I have hope, right? I'm like, no, this is the only time in NFL history. No, it really is, though. Like, because it was on the same knee. Like, the fact that he just kept tear, and he was done. He was completely done, and then he had his best years of his career after that. He's one of my favorite players ever. Greg Olsen, same thing. So there's a reason I'm bringing this up, not only because it's a good segue because of what you're talking about, like, you know, you can achieve after crazy things that happen to you. But I had missed that ceremony, right, which was yesterday. I started watching it, like the first 20 minutes of it, and dude, I just go that hard for my Panthers. Like, I mean, I'm a Cleveland Cavalier fan. I'm also a Kentucky Wildcat fan. but that's like the order it goes in. Like I'm die hard with the Panthers first and foremost, and then Cavs, and then Kentucky, which is weird because you think Kentucky would be first. I'm from Kentucky. But
you're just weird like that.
yeah, I've always been pro. I've been more pro.
Yeah, I'm all college sports.
Yeah, but I being just in love with these guys like that. Like it just I already like 25 minutes into it, if that. Once basically Greg Olson started going into his first little spiel, and it's emotional because that's the reason why I love them so much. They put so much heart and effort, and they meant so much to the team, and they know that, so the emotions are coming out.
Did you cry?
Yes, I 100% did.
Did you really?
I stopped at the 25-minute mark, and I went in the other room with Aida, and I was like, I'm already crying. This is some bullshit.
Dude.
And I stopped it. I stopped the shit, and I saved it for work tomorrow. The worst decision in my life. And tomorrow was today. I was crying at work today. This legit happened. Not like at work while I was there, like on the ride, so I could let my emotions go a little bit because it's just me in the car.
Yeah.
But in doing that, when I'm pulling up to like my next stop today, I get out of the car, like fucking Greg Olson's like, I gotta stop looking at my mom. Like she had cancer.
Oh,
and
dude.
She used to wear a wig with a hat over it, but that type of determination that showed me whether she was under the bleachers where nobody could see her, she would always be there watching me, and I'm over here like listening to this.
Well, yeah, that'd probably make me cry.
And Greg Olson's son has like had heart surgery like over and over and over again, and he just stays strong for him.
Dark and deep, like
yeah, it did. But this is where it gets funny because while I'm doing that, because I am legitimately crying.
Let's see how you can make this funny, because this is going to be hard.
We could make it fun. It's funny because I'm getting out of the car, and I'm fucking like, my eyes are, that like, you're not crying, like I wipe my tears away, but you can tell I've been crying. Like my eyelashes are kind of like wet. I'm like all red around this area. And like this dude legitimately is like, you crying, bro?
Really?
Yeah. And I'm just like I'm like, you crying?
No.
He's just like, what?
You should have just told him you were listening to the retirement thing of the Carolina Panthers.
It was like I was so caught off guard, and I'm not normally like, I'm not like manly man, but like I do somewhat of that spectrum. But
you're a sensitive guy.
But that's what I'm saying. But I'm not to the point where I can't admit, like, if I can get emotional about something. Like,
dude,
if I do.
There's so many things that get me emotional.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. There's nothing wrong with it. But for some reason, like, being that caught off guard in that moment, it's like, you fucking crying, bro? I'm just up there like, are you crying, bro? Like, that was my response for some
Why are you crying?
Like, I just got, and he just literally was like, what? And then I immediately was like, what? And we just like repeating each other. It's like, I don't know, what are you talking about? And he's like, dude, if you're crying, it's fine. I'm like, dude, I'm not crying, okay?
You can cry if you want to.
Yeah, I'm not crying, okay? I'm not watching the retirement ceremony with Thomas Davis and Greg Olson. Yeah, it just,
Every grown man deserves a little cry every once in a while.
No, dude, and that's the shit that'll get me. Because, like, as dumb as it sounds, like, that's my squad. Like, I'm going into every battle, and all that blood, sweat, and tears that I saw coming to a close, and the fact that they were doing it together, two legends at the same time, retiring with emotional stories. I'm over here crying at work.
Well, since we're talking about football,
bitch.
I'll tell you the one time I almost scored a touchdown in Little League football.
Oh, shit.
Never scored a touchdown before. And we had this one kid on our team, Philip Snyder. He was the fastest, strongest kid in the league.
No, I'm just playing.
And
I know Philip.
I was playing quarterback, and all I had to do is get the ball, and Philip would come in motion. I'd turn around, hand it to him, and he would just go around the outside, score every time. We beat teams by 50 points every week. We went undefeated and won a championship that year, like just because of Philip.
Still number one.
And I never scored from like the very first time I played football up until like my last year of football. And the coach was like, all right, they know we're going to hand Philip the ball. Tyler, fake hand it off to Philip and run a quarterback sneak up the middle. And we were on like the 50-yard line. I was like, all right, this is going to work because everyone just shifts and goes after Philip. So I hiked the ball, faked it to him, held it for a second. Dude, the line parted like the Red Sea. There was like nothing for like miles. And I took off running, man. And my dumbass brain thought, hey, if I run from like zigzags, like hash to hash to hash mark to hash mark, yeah, and I was like, that means the people behind me, they'll be following me, but I already have a good a good zigzag.
Got the ball.
Yeah, I was like, I already have a good zig and a zag on them, so they won't be able to catch up to my zig and my zagging. And I did this, and I got tackled at the 3-yard line by Josh Hamilton. And we were best friends then. And I got up, I was like, dude, why didn't you let me score? And he's like, sorry, dude. Our coach would have got mad at me if I let you score. And I was not fast by any means, so I had to think like outside the box. That's why I thought zigging and zagging was gonna work. When I was zigging and zagging, and they just ran straight at me. Like if I would have ran straight, I would have scored easily.
Yeah.
And then after the game, like everyone was like, "Good run, Tyler." And I heard parents was like, "You were running pretty slow," and like they didn't want to like be like, "You're an idiot for zigging and zagging. If you would have ran straight, you probably
weren't
would
running
got
from
there."
a bullet.
That was my only chance to, or like run from an alligator.
Yeah.
Like they're supposed to zig and zag when you run from alligators.
I think you're supposed to do that like if you're getting shot at too. You're supposed
Probably.
to like, go
I mean,
in and out.
so
Because if you
zigging
run
and
straight,
zagging-
they just
Yeah.
line you up. If you're going like boom, 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 boom.
Exactly, like I did whenever we did the ding dong ditch, and I was zigging and zagging, and the cop had just held his flashlight on me. Zigging and zagging works in a lot of scenarios, but when you're trying to score your first touchdown in Little League football at 10 years old, it
No.
does not work,
If you-
guys.
yeah.
So don't
that's
do it.
not how it works in sports. If you have a hole, hit it right away. Don't think twice. If you don't, you have to find a hole by zigging and zagging. And also, if you're out in the open field and someone's about to tackle you, you may zig and zag. But if it's just, the Red Sea.
Yeah, dude, the
you're
whole
talking
time
about,
I was thinking, like,
just go straight.
the whole time I was thinking, I am a genius. Like, why haven't anyone else, like, why isn't the NFL players doing this? Why aren't they zigging and zagging? Like, this is, I'm going to start a trend. I'm going to get on Sports Center.
You knew it right
This
there.
is, I'm going to go pro. Because my zigging and zagging, I started it. They're going to start calling it the Tyler Payne move.
Oh, my
but-
God, the TP.
The TP for the TD. Like,
Oh, my God, dude. It's got
Nope.
too much of you knew that, dude. You can tell you knew that.
but nope, didn't work. That's my one chance I had at scoring a touchdown, and it didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
I never played football, which is shocking. 'Cause I was always a bigger guy, even before, like, I lifted and shit. Like, I just, like, was naturally, like, bigger bone type person. Like, that's just who
Yeah.
I always was. I was more, like, stocky, I guess you could say, or thicker.
I played, but I hated it.
Really?
Little League was
I-
fun, but
And I always loved football. And what's weird is I never really loved baseball. There was a stint for like 5 years. I was in it deep. But for the most part, I never had the passion for it like I did basketball and football. But I played basketball religiously growing up and baseball religiously when I was younger, maybe more than any of it. But football never came into the equation. I thought about it in high school, but I knew my grades were shit. I knew I wasn't trying, and I just was like, dude, I see Remy every day. Like, I fucking hate practice. I'm thinking about quitting. And I was like, yeah, dude, you're right. Why do I need to play football when I get to play football with the people on the football team and
Yeah.
backyard football after fucking school, and I got to worry about all the hard work? Of course, now, if you know me, the way my mind is made up, I'm always like, hard work, improve, it'll make you better. In high school, I didn't have that mindset. I was like, you mean I got to do practice?
Yeah.
Like, that's bullshit. I was not built like that at one point mentally. So I just didn't take it seriously. But I mean, like, basketball basically my whole life. Baseball, I remember Little League. Like, I played baseball. Baseball is one of the weirdest ones for me because I was, like, great at baseball. But I never really liked baseball. But for some reason, since I was great at it, I found a way to play it. Even if I wasn't trying to, like, my parents would be like, you're good at this, so
Yeah.
do it. And ironically enough, I tried to hit a baseball for the first time in, like, 12 years, and I was like, yeah, if you stop, it goes away. Because I'm like, I'm not good now. But I was legit when I was a kid. And I remember, like, when I quit, I got hit with a pitch.
Dude.
that like slugged me right here in the side, and there was just a big ass brown bruise.
Yeah.
And like as soon as that happened, dude, I remember it was like maybe 8th inning, bottom of the 9th or some shit. So game was like over anyways when it happened, and then it wasn't like if I hit a home run or something fucking crazy, we could have came back. Game was over, and I remember coming back the next day, and I was just legit. I thought I was gonna get hit with the pitch again, so like I backed out again. I was like, bro, I don't fucking like this. Ain't worth it. Like I don't like this enough to keep playing.
Dude, same with me. I played baseball, and I was good at defense, but I could not hit a baseball to save my life.
Really?
I would get hit by a pitch so many times. Me and Curtis Loxton, he was a pitcher, and I was up to bat, and he hit me. And so I took my base, and then I was also pitching that game. So he got up to bat, and I hit him with the pitch. And so every time we would get up to bat, we just played a game where we were like, let's just see who can throw the ball the hardest at each other. And so I got hit by three times that game.
How does the coach or something not like, is there something going on here at this
they
point?
knew we were like friends. They're like, why are y'all like try to strike him out? Like Tyler's gonna strike out. Like you don't have to hit him. And then I played freshman year of high school. I started, and I started playing.
Yeah.
I didn't start on the team or anything. It was not good at all. But I hated it so much. And I was like, I'm going to quit. Like, I don't like baseball. I'm just going to play football for 1 year, and then I'll just play basketball. I was playing baseball, hated it. I was like, I'm quitting.
Hated it.
So I called the coach. I was like, hey, coach, I quit. I don't like playing baseball no more. I didn't know there was this much running in practice. I don't like it. I'm not playing baseball no more. And he was like, who is this?
I was about to be like, pussy.
I was like, oh, it's Tyler. And he was like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Because, like, he didn't know who it was.
I thought you meant legitimately like, who is this right now? Because this ain't Tyler Payne talking.
Oh, no,
I thought he was doing like a motivational type thing.
No, he was totally cool with it. Like, he thought, like, maybe it was like one of his senior shortstop or something.
Who's talking to me right now? I don't know which way is funnier. It's funny either way. Like, who is this?
Yeah,
That's not Tyler Payne. The Tyler Payne I knew, but also like, wait a minute, who is this? Who am I talking to? I'm like, it's 2 a.m. What's going on? Like,
he was
sorry, sir. I just had this realization.
He was completely cool with it. Because one time in practice, they hit a pop up, and I was in the outfield, and you're supposed to catch the pop up, and I got it. I looked up in the sun. I got lost.
The sun got you,
and the ball fell like 30 feet from me. And
everybody knows that feeling. You're like, oh,
he ripped my ass, and I was like, really? Like, I don't even want to be here. And then like 2 weeks later, I quit, and he didn't. I was like, it's me.
I don't understand motherfuckers. Well, I don't know what you do with that. It's like relocate. It's like, but the ball's coming right here. I can only relocate so much. Like I can't see shit.
That's why they all wear sunglasses now.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then some people will kind of use this as a visor as they're catching it. But it's like, dude, fuck. I was never comfortable with that because now the ball is heading towards my face if I got it in the right spot. So if I miscalculate in the sun again, it's going right in my fucking
dude,
schnoz.
and that hurts. I've been hit by a baseball so many times. Like,
it's a fucking rock.
Yeah, I broke my arm one time. Just got my cast off. And this was Little League, and our coach was like, "We're gonna scrimmage the 13 and 14-year-olds," and we were 11 and 12. I was up to bat. My left arm, boom, hit me right in the left arm. I started crying, just walked back to the dugout. I was like, I'm done. Why am I doing this? My dad hated taking me to baseball practice. He hated baseball. He's so
exactly
boring.
how
He loves football and basketball, but baseball, he's like, I was so happy y'all quit baseball. I was like, me too. It was a waste of money, waste of time. It was fun at Little League, but once you get older and it gets more serious, you're just like, this ain't worth it. You're yelling at me for not catching a ball. Like,
I still remember those things when I was a little kid. They'd put that ball in that little thing and go and then shoot it. Come in like a missile.
Machine pitch is what it was.
Yeah, that's what it is, yeah. Good times, man.
All right.
Well, if you ain't got nothing else, I think it's time to shut her down.
I got a lot more, but we'll save it for next
I got many a story right now. We're doing a little bit better at keeping track of them.
Are you turning it off?
Yeah, dude, why not?
Okay. This is weird. You're turning it on, turning it off. Tune in next week. We're going to talk about stocks and how to invest in your 401k. Thank you.